All right, we are underway with qualifying. Sorry, I just had to set up the video. I don't know why it was glitching out, but we have 13 cars out on the track now. There's another Alpine coming out of the pits. Harry's on mediums, Jack's on intermediates for whatever reason. Our first cars are about to cross the line here. Harry with a purple first sector. It's going to be an Aston Martin about to cross the line. It's going to be there goes Swap. He's going to start his lap just now, actually, but that Alpine behind him, that is going to be, yep, there it is. Galaxy Cat sets the first time of this session with a 1:10.1. Car sound on. Car sound, is it off? Burger Town with a 10.7 plus Ultra with a 10.3 and Harry with a 10.8. Of course, on the mediums. Is going to be slower than everyone else. That is to be expected. Okay, here you go. Okay, so sorry, I turned the wrong one down. All right, is game audio on now? Is it fine now? Post is watching is a good excuse for not to practice. No, it's a terrible excuse. This is tier 2. Absolutely not. Jamboy puts it on P2, only 4,000ths of a second behind his rival in the Alpine. Galaxy Cat was technically on provisional pole last week at Imola, but of course he had a 5-place grid penalty as Jamboy goes and destroys the 150-meter panel, whatever you want to call that. United P5 with a 10.5, but Wimpy Nick with a 9.7, smashing the previous pole time, or provisional pole time, with a 9.7. You just turned it off. Yeah, I turned it down, but I don't know if it's too quiet here. Is it fine now? Is it loud now? Ooh, and Sorbob, or Cap, whatever you want to call him, is out of the session. I've just seen his post saying, F my life, and he's going to be starting from the back of the grid as Parker sets a 10.2 to put him in P4, and Nava in the McLaren this season, 10.2, taking P5. There goes Swap in P8, and Church all the way down at the bottom with a 3.5, unfortunately. Shut up, Rexy. There's no way it's still too quiet. There, that's the highest I'm gonna risk turning it up, because I don't... Okay, gonna go practice then. Yep, good boy. So only 4 drivers yet to set a time that are eligible to set a time. I didn't exactly catch what happened with Sorbub there. I don't know if you can elaborate what happened. Jack on a flying lap at the moment. The Alpine's gonna move out of the way there. That is Parker, the tier 3 winner at Imola. Excuse me, getting moved up to tier 2. And Jack with a purple second sector, 48.5 in the Aston Martin. His teammate a reserve, both reserves today. RB19 is trash. I'm going to call him Potmere. That's his Discord name. And Jack, he was in P2 for tier 3 yesterday. He's going to cross the line now with a 9.9 actually. So he's just gone about beating his time in tier 2, tier 4, Okay, let's start that again. Tier 3 pole yesterday was a 9.4, which is very surprising. Jack had a 9.7, and Themo had a 9.9. I think yours truly had a 10 flat. So I'd be in P3 at the moment. But, yep, Jack in P2 now, and Wimpy Nick, last week's winner, or 2 weeks ago, at Imola. He picked up all 26 points, or 18 points for Williams. I keep using the old system. And we have received confirmation that Sorbub had an incredible skill issue, and he effing spun into the wall. And Potmere, sorry, no, not Potmere, who set a time? Lewis has set a time in the Aston Martin. The reserve, 9.7 now, 200ths off Wimpy Nick's time. Wimpy Nick's still in the pits. Jack on an in lap. A couple drivers out on their out lap. It's right along with Pussy Ultra. He's in the first sector, actually, too far back. Burgertown here. He's in P11 at the moment with a 10.7. He's in Sector 2 at the moment. What about Church? Church also in Sector 2. Sub. He's just starting his hot lap just now in the Ferrari. Was not able to score any points last week, I believe, or it's rather minimal. He had a crash with Zach in qualifying, but we can expect big things from the Ferrari this season. The former Season 3 WCC winner, though he was totally carried by Zach, or Freaky F1. He's going to cross the line 24-7, Sector 1. It says it's purple. I don't know if that's necessarily purple, but it says it is. I think it might just be green. And riding on the curves there, those curves are deadly. If you get beached on those, then your lap is dead, absolutely dead. And this DRS straight here, rather short DRS straight, and it's going to be a 48.6. Sector 2, that's going to be a yellow sector. Well, green sector is his first sector. And he is going to cross the line. 9 minutes remaining of qualifying, riding the curbs there, but not invalidating. United with a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Parker. Parker sits currently in P6. Sub crosses the line with a 10.1. Unable to beat my time from yesterday, and that time was my first lap, by the way. 10.1 for Sub, and he sits in P4, just about beating out Galaxy Cat, and 1.5 tenths behind Jack in the Alpha Tauri. In the meanwhile, everyone has now set a time, I believe. Potmere with a 10.6, a bit older. The softs they were, but everyone out on the track now. Galaxy Cat actually up 5 tenths through Sector 2. Now he's going to round these last two bends, and he looks like a shoo-in for provisional pole at the moment. Purple second sector there, much faster than Sub, but not using really all of the track, so maybe losing a bit of time in Sector 3. Let's see, he's going to cross the line. It'll be a 9.6, so he did gain just about a couple hundredths more in that final sector, and he's beaten out Wimpy Nick by 1/10, and it's a blue front row lockout at the moment. Wimpy Nick still in the pits, Lewis as well, everyone else out on track though. Plus the Ultra takes P4, I believe, on an in-lap now. He is one of his better performances this season. Sub on an in-lap. Jamboy is up 2 tenths with a 24.2. That's the best first sector I've seen all day at this qualifying sessions. Yellow in Sector 1, that's a Haas. That's going to be Church, who's gone to the side there. I didn't quite catch what happened. Oh, he just binned it into a wall, I think, and he's going to let everyone else pass. Jamboy down this back straight here. His teammate's going to move out of his way. That is Plus the Ultra, 48.3. That was a bit slower than Galaxy Cat, I think, a tenth slower. But that would still be enough for close to the front row. Harry, by the way, in P2 now with a 9.723. Oh, and he's hit the grass. Well, he doesn't get invalidated, but it's going to slow him down, and he's had to keep control of the car one way or another, and he still managed to get a faster lap time, but he's just lost himself almost 3 tenths on the exit of that final turn there. I think turn 14, and he's going to slot himself in P8, but that could have been P5, P4, maybe even front row for Jamboy, and he's not going to be happy about that at all. There goes Swap on an in-lap. Nava, I think, on a hot lap right now. He's up 6 tenths through Sector 2. It's going to be a 48.3 for him in that sector, which is on par with Plus the Ultra, almost Galaxy Cat, and his teammate, but he's faster. He's gone faster than all of them by 2 thousandths of a second. The minuscule time fragments that separate these drivers are crazy. Look at that, 641 to 643, 2 thousandths of a second. Then P3 to P5 separated by 11 thousandths of a second. 1/10 between Harry and Jack, and 1/10,000th, the smallest interval of time that they measure this by between P4 and P5. Lewis 200ths back, Parker 600ths back. Really, really close at the top here. Potmeter coming out of the pits in the AlphaTauri with an 10.6. That's the best time he's set so far. Church, the only one with a relatively non-competitive lap time. 12.9 is the best that the Haas could muster. And Potmir gets away. He's going to start a lap time now in the AlphaTauri. Let's see if he can improve and maybe even match his teammates' time. The only one out on track except for Wimpy Nick. I believe Wimpy Nick is on an out lap, maybe? No, he's on a hot lap. 48.3 for the Williams. Here's using all that clean air. He's riding the curbs a little bit there on the exit of 13 as he pushes it down to the line now. There's a tire back there, and it's going to be enough. 9.53, and he's gained almost 2/10 in that final sector alone. Let's go back to Potmir, the only one on the track now, but a Red Bull's coming out of there, out of the pits there. A couple drivers coming out of the pits there. Jack, that was a Red Bull. I think I saw Ferrari in the mix as well. Potmir invalidates. 4 minutes remaining of qualifying, so we're going to see a couple guys come out of the pits now. These few are still early. They could get possibly 1 or 2 laps in need be. We'll see if Potmir comes back into the pits, maybe with another set of softs. He could go back out, but he's going to attempt another hot lap. A couple people on their out lap right now will stay with Potmir. And a Wimpy Nick goes into the pits. I think that might be it for his qualifying session. If he went for the softer tire arrangement, he should have 1 more tire compound, and he will have time to use that if necessary. But still, no one really coming out of the pits. Nava comes out on his out lap right now. He had provisional pole for a bit. Now down, demoted to P2 by Wimpy Nick. He's up 5/10, so 48.5 for Potmir. Not up there with the front runners, but definitely a solid mid-table time at the moment for him, which will be a solid improvement from the time that he set. He looked a little bit slow there through 14, but he's going to come down to the line. It will be a 10.3, and he'll improve by 2 positions up to P12. Not the lap he necessarily wanted, and that's going to be his qualifying session over. Don't think, he doesn't have enough time to come back around. Burger Town now on a hot lap as well in the Red Bull. Red Bull has been pretty dismal in Tier 2 for the last couple seasons. Back at Red Bull, Burger Town, and here he comes down the straight. I think Jamboy's been disqualified or something. 49 flat, so definitely not great at all. He's improved, but you can see there Potmir is a couple tenths ahead of him, had a 48.5, so not a good time for Burger Town. I don't know if he's going to come back into the pits or not. He's going to finish his lap. It's going to be a 10-1, but the purple third sector, the Red Bull pulls something out of the bag there that I didn't expect from him. And it's Wimpy. No. Yes, that's Wimpy Nick coming out of the pits. 1 minute 47 seconds remaining, and the track is getting fuller and fuller as Burger Town slams it into a wall. His qualifying session is over, and the best he can achieve is P12. And Church doesn't look able to improve. I'm not sure why he's so slow at the moment. Maybe he has a skill issue in one of these sectors that he needs to improve on. Let's take a look. He's pushing it down to the timing line. Aston Martin, that is going to move out of the way. And 50.4 for Church. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he has a skill issue somewhere in Sector 1 that he needs to fix. But he'll get in another lap. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to improve on his 12.9 at the moment. There goes Vop on a hot lap. But he's down 1.5 tenths. So it's not like he's going to be able to improve much, plus the Ultra. Let's take a look at him. I think he's starting a hot lap now. He's got an Alpine in front of him. That should be Galaxy Cat. Parker on a hot lap as well, actually. No, that is Parker ahead of him. Parker is up 200ths of a second. Plus the Ultra follows lightly behind him. But yeah, Jamboy, I'll give you an invite after, here, actually, I'll just give it to you now. there. Parker down couple hundredths of a second. Looks like Plus the Ultra might be catching him a bit, actually. So I'm not sure if Parker's going to be able to set a time. We'll watch Plus the Ultra cross the line as Nava shatters the previous pole run out of the water. 9.2 for him. Parker crosses the line, is unable to improve. Jamboy is able to improve, but not able to jump Parker. Let's take a look at Sub. Sub is up 100th of a second. Could be one of the biggest surprises in qualifying. Only P10 at the moment. Wimpy Nick coming down to the timing line. Could he improve on his P2? As he floors it to the line, will it be a Williams pull? It will not be a Williams pull. Galaxy Cat as well still out on a hot lap. He's up 200ths of a second. That won't be enough. He needs to find another 200ths in here, but he could potentially steal P2. That's subtitled coming down to the line. He's up 300ths through Sector 1, but he's going to abandon his lap. He's not fast enough. Galaxy Cat, I think that was just the lag spike there. Lewis takes P3. Galaxy Cat crosses the line. It would be a 9.29, missing out on pole by 900ths of a second. There goes Vop coming into the pits, and that is the end of qualifying. Nava on pole in the McLaren, possibly a resurrection for his career. We haven't seen him do this well since France of season 3, where he had a 1-2 with Welsh Jack. But now in the McLaren, he's taken pole, and Galaxy Cat will occupy the front row alongside him. Wimpy Nick and Lewis behind. Subtitled was able to salvage P5, and Jack, the tier 2 reserve or tier 3 reserve, taking P6. Harry 7, Parker 8. The two Mercs were able to get onto the 5th row together. There goes Vop. P11, Burgertown P12, Popmere P13, and United will start from the back of the grid. So not a good day for Alfa Romeos. He did get a 5th-place grid penalty, and Sorbub was not able to set a time. Church will be 14th, Sorbub will be 15th, and United will start from that final position in the back of the 8th row. Incredible qualifying session here, almost even better than that in real life today at Silverstone. Maybe. Just to let you guys know, I would have qualified P10, so Jamboy, take that fat L. Yeah, sorry for the double ping, guys. My video had a skill issue, so didn't mean to double ping. But when it's gone, it's gone. Actually, I think that might be copyrighted. I don't know if I want to sing that. And it is rain as the clouds surround the Dutch seas. The Dutch seas are, of course, orange for Max Verstappen. But there is no Max Verstappen here today. The only thing that's orange is the Gulf logo on the Williams. So I don't know what I'm waffling about. Yeah, so we do have wet conditions. I'm expecting to see a maximum of 4 safety cars. Probably 6 or 7 DNFs. The conditions look like terrible. I don't think they're going to dry up at all. Possibly, I don't know. We're going to have a lot of crashes. And there's no safety cars. Lights out and away we go. Nava gets a good start. Wimpy Nick makes up a position into P2, but Nava stays in the lead. A dive bomb down the inside by Harry to take a position. That's an Alpine going wide there. I think that was Galaxy Cat. He'd lost a few positions for a second there, but he stays in P3 as Harry sending it down the inside, and it looks like Galaxy Cat. I no idea what's happened there, and Wimpy Nick down a few positions, a huge crash, holding everything up, VSC conditions, and there's a huge Jag with a 5-second time penalty, United with a 5-second time penalty, Will is turned into a full safety car, Wimpy Nick's down to P15, Sorbub, both of the Alfa Romeos are out, Parker's out of the session, the Harry's gotten a 5-second time penalty, Burger Town's down to the back of the session, plus the Ultra down to P9. And Lewis up to P3. Wimpy Nick is out. I said that already. And Popmere up to P7. Not sure how this is. Yeah, there it is. It's going to be a full safety car condition. The full safety car is out. Harry has retired as well. And we are going to be restarting here. I'm sure I'm gonna make if Zach doesn't make the call, I'm making the call. I don't care. Yeah, we're restarting. Yeah, hey, thanks guys. You guys want to listen to some elevator music while we yeah, we restart. We're restarting. BRB guys. Da na 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 da na da 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 na 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 da na 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 da na 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 na. We'll be live in about 2 minutes. Tier 2 is starting because too many drivers. Dude, you know what? We really shouldn't have restarted. We should just have, like, let them continue to kill themselves. Um, I would have given them, like, maybe 5 or 6 laps until there were, like, 5 people left. Like, if we genuinely continued that race, I don't think more than 4 people would have finished. I might actually have to restart the stream, by the way. Because not because of the rain, because they all had a huge skill issue and they crashed. Like there's 6 drivers crashed, safety car. By the time they reached turn 3, um, yeah, I need the results to be able to do the grid. Yeah, thanks, Walk-in Fridge, for the condolences. I'm gonna have to restart the stream, guys, because I need to go get the. I need to go get the results. Unless I can like get it from here, I'm gonna have to try. I'll go into my stream manager and stuff, but my bitrate's unstable. Let's go. Maybe if I might be able to clip it. No, I'll clip back like 30 seconds. Um, yeah, I don't know if there's any way for me to be able to get the results without restarting the stream. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to restart the stream. All right, be back in a couple minutes. I think I might accidentally clear the chat. That was my fault.